Okay, I started smoking drugs while I was at school. That was in the early mid 80s. I left school smoking marijuana heavily every day, smoking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 joints. Um, During my college days, started smoking acid tabs. Basically, it was the time of dance music coming onto the scene, house music, and acid trips were the in thing to do. And smoked, still at the same time, still smoked marijuana. Then we moved on to a mixture of alcohol, marijuana, and acid, and then slowly, in the late 80s, heroin came on the scene in England, quite big. A few of my friends got into it, started smoking it, they were introduced to it. Slowly came into my life, and basically around 1997, 98, I started smoking heroin. It basically took over me. I was smoking heavily every day. Same time, it was cocaine came on the season, onto the streets. We tested cocaine. Few of my friends started smoking cocaine, left the heroin and just cocaine and crack. I basically smoked crack cocaine for 1 year heavily, which was the worst year of my life, because crack totally destroyed me. In the meantime, I was still smoking heroin, and heroin was getting bigger and bigger in England in the 90s. From the year 1990 to 2000, the heroin just took over England, really. Every big city you went to, we had problems with heroin abuse, and I was still taking heroin up to the year of 2002, where I started doing rehabs. I went to rehabs in England. Basically, I decided that those 13, 14 years was enough, more than enough. During those years, I also got married, and my wife, she did not know I was an addict. And when I eventually confessed to her that yes, I'm a drug addict, she's the one really who persuaded me to start going to rehabs. And I went to 3 rehabs in England, where I had oral naltrexone for one of the rehabs. And then during the second rehab, I was introduced to naltrexone implants. During my time in rehabs, I've had 10 naltrexone rehabs in England. Every 3 months I had to go back to the rehab and have the implant put back in my body. So between 2002 and now, I've been in and out of rehabs, trying my best, trying to get rid of the drug out of my life. And now I'm here in Dr. Vorabiev's clinic in Serbia, which for me personally has been the best rehab. The way they actually control your withdrawal is second to none. You do feel withdrawal. I'm not saying you don't, but it's controlled through medication. You are able to walk around the clinic freely, and in England you're confined to your room basically. The way they do it in England is, on the first day they monitor you, take your blood pressure, everything else, blood tests, and then they put you to sleep for three days. They wake you up on the 4th day. On the 5th day they give you oral or your naltrexone, and you leave the clinic like a zombie on the 5th day, on Friday. So today is my last day in the clinic, and I feel good, very good. I can walk, I can think. It's been brilliant for me. in the future. Any of my friends, I would definitely recommend it to them. And my future plans now are just to remain clean, mainly for my family.